Hey guys, MC Mura here, and today Capcom dropped the highly anticipated high-level CPU level 7 matches for Ingrid. As he always does this before any character comes out. Obviously, it's gonna be a lot of jumping, it's gonna be a lot of bad combos, and a lot of DIs, but this could still give us some glimpse to what Ingrid is all about. And we're gonna check out some of the footage and discuss really like what is this character, what he is supposed to be doing. Some folks got to play her over Evo Japan, but there was no footage, so this is the first time where we're getting to see some footage for her, right? Did they switch costumes? Is this an editing trick or did they switch costumes? This footage is by IGN Japan, right? So I do think this is editing probably because I saw some costume swapping. So she looks kind of cute. Oh, she looks really short. Her Japanese voice is right about what I would expect. That fireball is so interesting. What an interesting jump in. Oh wow. So she can do the beam on a neutral jump? That's interesting. So her fireballs, that beam is not very active. So her fireballs, I find them to be interesting. So because usually when someone throws fireballs, like your instinct is to jump over them, right? The basic instinct is to jump over fireballs. Let's turn this down a little bit, right? So the basic instinct is to jump over fireballs, but her fireballs goes kind of upwards, so it will probably like punish you for trying to go over fireballs. But it's not very active. Like that seemed like it was kinda easy to jump. So and we just know now that she does have like a stationary projectile, but if you do hit Ingrid, the fireball disappears, right? Because if this was say, there's a lot of characters with fireballs that the fireball won't be gone when you hit them. But the fireball actually disappears with Ingrid. This is something that I wish would be like a universal change, where if your characters throw a fireball and you hit them, the fireball disappears. I wish that happens for every character. So she does the beam. Oh man. CPU. Wow, she's mad stubby. Seems like she's really stubby. At least the mediums. At least the medium seems really stubby. That's level 3. We've seen this before, but that looks really cool. I must say, I'm much more of a fan of her the nostalgia costume over the new one. I know it's like cliche, the schoolgirl look, but what is even happening with this DI? That's a new level 1. That's a new level 1. I haven't seen this animation before. Oh my god, she has so much personality. But she's so much geared towards like the Japanese audience. So she puts the fireball over there, it hit her, and then she goes for a buff. Now she have like 2 counter. And she's glowing. Ingrid is glowing. That does a lot of damage actually. That is the OD beam, or was it like a regular beam? That was OD because she lost a drive gauge. Because that did a lot of damage. Both Ingrids at level 2. Oh my god. Yeah, you still do get a conversion. This looked so much like you could get a drive rush. So it's a fireball that if you try to jump over it, she gets drive rush combos. I would bet everything that she does get. Oh my god. That she does get like drive rush conversions if she happens to hit you. Dude, that DI is so weird. Like, what is even happening? That is her counter? Oh, she doesn't get a free combo. Oh wow. Is that the OD beam or is that a regular meterless beam? That was a 2-bar beam. So she had the beam over there. She had stocks. That was a 2 stocks beam. And she gets a free teleport kick after. Wow. So my first impressions is that her normals don't seem to be that long, and she's pretty much gonna be like a setup character. And the uppercut looks like she did it mad late and still hit, so it looks like it's a frame one air invul type of move. Also, what did she try? Was that a grab? Yeah, that looked like a throw to me. So this is just like JP's. I don't know, because she's extending the right hand, so I don't know if that was a grab or if that was a hit. I wonder, does it work like Amnesia? But even if it does, thankfully they have come to their senses with Ingrid, and she doesn't get a combo out of it. Seems like it's a can knockdown, so that's nice. Wow. Wow, that's a full-on conversion. Wait. So that was she had 3 stocks. She did that beam that cost her 2, and then 2 bar that was a 2 stocks OD beam into teleport. She gets a full combo. That did a full combo. Wow. And that is her basic no enhancements level 1, right? Bam. That looks like a dozen of corner carry. Her normals looks really stubby. That's a really cute win boss. That was an absorb, right? So she does have an absorb. Does that give her stocks? What is the point of this absorb? Like, I'm trying to look if there's anything different here. This was like an OD move as well because she lost 2 bars. So is that the OD counter? Does it counter projectiles as well? I honestly don't remember because it's been a while since I read the blog post, but that's like... That's weird to me, right? So she absorbed the OD fireball, she still have the 1 stock, she didn't get anything more, and she didn't get meter for it either. That seems kind of like a waste. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see like what exactly, why would you want to do this, but it's interesting. Because we haven't really had the fireball absorb in Street Fighter 6, right? I can't remember of a character having that, so that's interesting. Uppercut. Dude, she's doing that late. This is kind of like Sea Viper anti-air. Yeah. And it's on a quarter circle motion. So if you don't know how to do uppercuts, you should be good. Damn, that looks so pretty. The DI animation is so weird. I don't even know what she's doing. She's doing like the flippy flip, and that's it. DI. Nice. That downward swipe, that is her. Dude, that beam did mad damage. Was that a 3 bars OD beam? That's 2 bars. So 2 bars OD beam, that is a special. That is the one that gives you a teleport into combo. Did you see how much damage that did? Take a look at the health bar. And she wasn't done. There was still a super to add there. That's like a solid. That is a solid 25%. That's more than 20 because you when the life is below 25%, that's when it glows yellow. That is a CA range. It's when you're in the yellow, but she's still in the red. So this is a solid 30% combo and still going from an OD projectile that is instant. That's a beam. And because it's a beam, like I'm assuming this is gonna favorably trade with fireballs as well. And I'm assuming it's gonna deal wipe fireballs. That is insane. This means that Ingrid is probably, like, if she has the 2 bars, she is the greatest counter zoner in the game. Like, you can't throw projectiles at her if this beam behaves that way. That is actually insane. No more. Imagine this. JP is doing this nonsense and then you BAM! Smack him. Full screen beam, no portals for you. I like that. I like the sound of that. Because this season I've been playing Chun-Li and Viper. This is a duo I've been playing. And the JP matchup is testicular for both of them. It is so bad. I want someone who can destroy him. I don't want to play Cammy as well, though. Kimberly did well, actually. When I was playing Kimberly did really well versus JP. The uppercut looks legit. That is like what? That is the one stock super, right? Yeah. What's interesting is that the non-stock version is where she does like the kick at the end, I believe. This one seems like to have more corner carry. But that actually got quite a bit of range. Nice. You would think it's super vertical and not much horizontal range, kind of like Mai's level 1, but she actually does move forward quite a bit. Interesting. Super anime. Her drive rush is kind of slow though. But do we want a character with the B move like that to have like great drive rush? Wow, that was a lot of damage. That was like a jumping heavy punch into, or heavy kick into punch. That was a jumping heavy into heavy. Dude, that did mad damage. And that's a meterless juggle. Obviously, she did spend 2 bars on the OD move, but she's regaining meter here. So I imagine that you can do that into like a super or whatever, or like maybe drive rush into something. That's actually sick. Her walk speed also seems to be on the slower end. Dude, that's crazy damage. Nope. Why was it a punish? What did she do? That's a cute level 1. I kind of like the animation on that one. She's really cute, I must say. She's really, really cute. And her throw animations are sick as well. Damn. So apparently, from what I remember in the blog post, she sets up the projectile, and as long as you're holding the button, the projectile stays on screen, and then like when you let go, it accelerates. So it seems like that could be really easy. I'm sure there will be like setups where she set up the projectile upwards, and like she will try to approach you on the ground, and if you try to jump over her, the projectile could hit you. I'm seeing a lot of potential. This character, I think she's not gonna be easy to play. Like, she looks to me like a character that would require a lot of intent in what you wanna do. Doesn't seem that easy to me. Nice. 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 Dude, that did mad damage. And corner carry as well. That's drive rush overhead. That's cute. That's cute. This looks like her heavy kick. I don't think that's an overhead, right? The overhead is when she does that. She did the absorb again. Shake my hands. Nice. That is cancelable? Oh my god. So she gets the damage and she got a 2 buff. 2 buffs means the next OD beam is gonna be KO. Next OD beam KOs. Her backdash looks really slow as well, actually. That's a 2-bar super. Bam. KO. That did a lot of damage. I wonder how the damage will work on that. Man. Her voice, she reminds me of that, like the mascot from Genshin Impact. I don't recall what her name was. Dude, do you imagine that? Like you pretty much do a beam move full screen, and then you teleport in, and like you get the knockdown. Now you got the corner, and it's been reported that she doesn't have a throw loop, which is like thank God. So you can beam drive rush. Wow, that's sick. You're being judged. Nice. Dude, that was mad late on that uppercut. This move is frame 1. This move is frame 1. Frame 1 air invul. It's more of like a Viper, a heavy thunder knuckle, and this of like a Rashid spinning mixer where he can get hit out of it. That's kind of cute. I think this is the final match. And it's interesting that, okay, so yeah, she does. It's interesting that she starts the round with 1 stock. Right, a lot of characters with like Manon with her medals, Jamie with his ranks, etc. They start at 0, but she always starts with 1 stock. That's kind of interesting. Pretty sure they showed in the trailers that there is some follow-ups to that OD spinny kick with her OD Tatsu. This move is so unserious. It's kind of hilarious actually. So you get hit and she gets to install. Damn. Once she got the install, you're done. That is GG's. There is a startup to it, but it is still relatively really fast. Like for the amount of reward that she's getting out of it, this still does seem really fast. Wow. They did. I thought we were gonna see something amazing. They did like the wave jab to get the frame kill. I thought, oh my god, we're gonna see something sick. Then they dropped the combo. 2 bars, you're done. 2 stocks, you're done. OD beam, that's what I'm talking about. 2 stocks OD beam equal GG's. That did a lot of damage actually. For a level 1, that did a lot of damage. I know it's raw, but that looked over 2k. Wow. Nice. I wonder why are they not doing any of the like the EX Tatsu kind of like move follow-ups, because we've seen her doing follow-ups out of that in the trailer, right? That's her sweep? Wow. What happened? Dude, what? Do you see the damage on that? Dude, are you serious? Let's go back frame by frame. Dude, do you see how much damage that OD beam did? That was like a punish counter, 2 stocks OD beam, right? And that did mad damage. So alright, so it is like a two stocks OD beam, and that took away, that's a solid 20%. She still gets combos. That's so much damage from like a full screen OD projectile. That is actually insane. That is actual insanity. It doesn't seem that difficult for her to get the stocks as well. That is mad scary. That is actually mad scary. So overall, I would say I actually think I did learn a lot about Ingrid from this footage. Funny enough, because typically you don't get much from level 7 CPU matches. But I found some stuff to be interesting. Her normals, at least the medium, they don't seem to have much range. But the target combo is cancelable, so that seems good. Crouching medium kick is cancelable. We saw that. She does get drive rush overhead into combos. We did see that. She can do her aerial beam while she's neutral jumping, which that is good. Obviously, her upwards projectile, I think that could be interesting. It seems to me like she at least could be possible to get like drive rush combo follow-ups, and 2 bars OD beam into combos seems ridiculous. Like that genuinely looks ridiculous. Her counter, it seems like it absorbs projectiles. I'm not sure on grabs, but there is a projectile absorb in there. And I wonder if it does counter grabs as well. Like, can you throw her outfit? We saw that kind of like in one instance, but it wasn't super obvious. So we're gonna have to wait and see. But it doesn't seem that rewarding anyways, right? It doesn't seem to be like JB tier amnesia, which thank God, right? Overall, she seems really interesting. The anti-air seem really good as well. Her level 1 have more range than I expected. It seems like there's a ton of potential with the level 2 and what you can do. Remember, this is a character that does have an overhead, that does have a low. So I imagine there will be situations where you're gonna activate it on a block string or on a reset, and then you go overhead, you go low. There will be some dirty mix-ups like that, so I'm interested. And it seems like it just naturally juggles into itself. We saw her going for the cute buffs, for the cute installs, and the super was comboing. So I imagine there will be situations where you apply a block string, the rain come down, you go for like overhead, they get hit, and then like you get a couple of installs and maybe continues a combo afterwards. It seems to have a lot of potential. She seems like a really interesting character, but doesn't seem that easy to me. I think this is a character, at least with projectiles and the fact that you have to hold button to keep them at place, that seems like it might require some execution. The anti-air is fireball motion and it seems really involved and really good, so that part of it is easy, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Anyways, what are your thoughts on Ingrid? She seems like a lot of fun. She could be like the ultimate anti-fireball drive rush character, anti-zoning character, while being like the strongest zoner or one of the best, because it doesn't seem like she herself is gonna be that great at doing fireball drive rush. Maybe you can set up the projectile, keep holding the heavy button if that is the aerial one, and then drive rush and then release it. So maybe she will have like an execution based fireball drive rush. We're gonna have to wait and see, but she's interesting. I would love to hear your thoughts all about it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.